Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Broncos are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against the Colts defense that wants to make quick stops.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They're going to look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. In motion right comes Jackson. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Palmer now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Todd Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Palmer. Out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. This is caught by Jackson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down. Being chased out left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Ryan Matthews on 3rd down. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No,
not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw is Palmer. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let... And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Palmer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now. 3-19. 5-99 Philly.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Mario Addison in there to get him for a loss of 5. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
The fullback Janovich on the handoff. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. With it is Jackson. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Gabbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Blaine Gabbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. That's caught out left by Perriman. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. To throw, Gabbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So Palmer, who's had some devastating injuries in the past, he's out. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Palmer to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Oh, and the ball's out. Matthews loses it. It's picked up by the Broncos.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Mario Addison in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that. I
don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Let's go. Green, over.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Palmer. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A swing pass caught. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This will be taken about the 12. To start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Todd Davis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Back to the air, Palmer after the pick six. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. 3-19. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
To throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch 89. Watch 89. All right, here we go. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Barkevious Mingo. In there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Palmer on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so far.
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there. Yeah,
the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Halfback sent in motion. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Moncrief. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that one will be accepted. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make it.
Second down, Ryan Matthews. And some room to roam now. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go play action with Palmer. He'll buy some time right. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he spins through. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now here's a carry heading left. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Play clock winding down. This is Mostert. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Todd Davis in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Play action. Now Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99. No. Check. Patriots.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up. Here we go. Detroit.
And the play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. In motion comes the tight end left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Terrell Basham in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. They get 31 yards that time. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jackson, the man in motion left. Throwing is Palmer. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And out of bounds right around the 20. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And the back goes into motion. Palmer to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Slot man moves right. To throw again, it's Palmer. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. Here's Palmer to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.